Howdy, howdy, everybody. Well, I am at Tufts University, just on the outskirts of Boston, Mass. Right near Boston, actually. Athletic fields are over there, the home of the Jumbos, the Tufts University Jumbos. Some athletic facility buildings down there. As I pan, you'll see part of the campus up there. Anyway, folks, what am I doing? Well, the Midnight Callers are playing at an FM radio station here at Tufts University. It's a college radio station, and I'll be telling you more about it in a minute, but because I live in the area of Boston and they're up here for a show tonight in Hull, Massachusetts at Nantasket Beach, the C Note. And they asked me, since I'm going to the show and they're coming up for the whole day to do this radio interview and live in the studio performance, they asked me if I would help with getting them up to Tufts University. So I am a driver and a roadie today, folks, for the Midnight Callers. And I will see you soon. So I'll give you another shot of the athletic fields. Train runs right through the campus here at Tufts University in Boston. We're on the outskirts of the city, so you don't really see the jumbos. You don't really see any skyscrapers at this point. Anyway, talk to you soon. Inside the radio station now. Look at all the material. All the records. Matthew Street.
Matthew Street's here, taking pictures, and we have two members of the Midnight Callers. We have Martin, who is a guitar player, lead guitar with the band. Welcome.
Thank you.
Test the microphone, let's make sure it works.
Hey.
Oh, there he is. All right, so that's Martin, welcome. And we have Chris, also a guitar player, rhythm guitar.
The better guitar, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are just trouble, I can tell. We've been there, we've never met, and all of a sudden, you just like ingratiate yourself into my brain. This is good. I like it. And I just want to say something about, there's two other people too, just to give them some due. We have Julian, who also is in the band, he plays drums. And we have Marley, and I'm gonna do this.
All right.
You know what I'm gonna do.
All right, I'm here to support you if you get it
Marian Popoulos.
Wow. There you go.
Oh my God, I did it.
Yeah.
All right, he's the bass player. And something that's in common with all of you four guys, and it isn't necessarily the case, you all do vocals in the band, all of you. Power pop band, 4-part vocals, 4-part harmony. You're not messing around.
No, we even make the French guy do harmonies.
We do.
That's an extra challenge, an extra hurdle.
We make him sing lead every time.
Well, listen, power. Anybody who listens to me, and there's maybe 2 or 3, and they know that power pop is something I mention like every week, because we all love music, but power pop just does it for me. And it's hard to describe what it is, but you know it when you hear it, and you'll argue with people. No, that's not really.
Martin joined up probably 2017-ish, late 2017. Yeah, that sounds right. Right around there, and then we had like 3 songs recorded that I did with Julian, but then we decided to just record our first album, but we had no money to do so. So I begged, borrowed, and gave some wine to my parents and said, "Hey, can we come up to Massachusetts and take over your living room and put a drum set up and record?" So we actually recorded our first album in my parents' living room
In Attleboro, Massachusetts.
in Attleboro, Mass. Like with the pictures of me as a baby on the wall and everything. It was real embarrassing. And then we were done with the actual instrumentals, and then we kind of looked at each other and said, "There's no way we're going to be able to pull off recording vocals in a professional manner." So then we actually pulled in Kurt Ryle from the Gripweeds. He had a studio down in New Jersey, so we moseyed on to a real big boy studio to do the vocals, and recorded everything there. And then the rest is kind of history. We put out our first record, Red Let It Glow, on Gem, October of 2020.
Yeah.
And great time to release an album.
There was so much creativity during the plague,
Yeah.
So growing up in Attleboro, was it a musical house you grew up in?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, my parents weren't like crazy musicians. They weren't playing a lot of instruments. They know how to play. My dad knows how to play guitar. My mom played like violin, I think, in the high school band. But there was just music always playing, always around. And I think that's, you start to just soak it in, and then you hit that magic age of like 12 or 13 where music really hits you in the gut.
Is that when you picked up a guitar?
I actually picked up bass, and I always insult Marley when I say this, but I picked up bass first, and nothing is less cool at a party than when a guy's playing guitar and you're like, "I play bass too," and no girl
Speaking
wants.
from experience, obviously.
Yeah, so no girl wants to hear the bass player do a solo. So I switched over at like 17 to guitar
in an opera, and he was in the choir. So I don't know why she decided to hang out with my dad, being the choir guy. That's like what is that, like the lead guitar player dating like the one of the backup vocalists or something? I don't know.
The bottom line was music, that magical thing.
Yeah, that magical thing. So so they met. He was in the choir, but he also plays classical piano. So my parents, both being huge classical music people, were really into like elaborate classic rock. Like we had Bowie, we had Queen playing in the house all the time. We had Elton John, like Goodbye Yellow Brick Road is kind of the road. Yeah, it's like, you get those records and there's all of these things.
And so you'd always be listening because I love that music, but then also there'd always be the coolest song in the world that you were pushing.
Yeah, but you guys got the coolest song of the year.
Yeah, well, we came in third.
I wasn't going to say it.
But our label mates came in first, so we'll give the weaklings some credit.
Okay. Well, they're kind of good too.
We're better, but that's okay.
Yes, everybody knows that.
So they came in first, and then Green Day, this little known indie band, they came in second.
Cool.
But so then basically we came in first. But yeah, like hearing that we got that was huge, and so like getting a phone call from Marty and hearing him say, "Hey, you got coolest song," just for me at least was just like a cool full circle moment, so to speak.
Oh, that must be unbelievable. So. That first record, Red Letter Glow, since it was your first, did you have access through Marty to like a great recording studio? I noticed you recorded
So what did they do? You didn't see it? Oh, I don't like that.
I was just like, the passiveness that is me sometimes. Sure. What's the same thing as curtains? Remember when it was
So when we come back, we'll have like 10 minutes, or not 10, 15 in the morning. I'm living in the past. I don't know what that is. We just heard some Midnight Callers, even though they were recorded, from their first record, Red Letter Glow. There was 41 Miles to Roscoe, and 3 from Rattled Humming Heart. There was Step, exclamation point, as we've established. Baby Let Me Go, and What Goes Around. Guys, that was just fantastic. And now you're going to treat us to a couple songs live. That's why you've got your guitars. It'd be silly otherwise.
Right.
We just don't know how to be in public without them.
No. So you're going to play, the first one you're going to do is New York Tramp.
Yep.
Yep. And tell us a little bit about that one.
New York Tramp was like, I had a very dear friend of mine pass away over the pandemic, and we were in the middle of writing. The record, and you know, you go through a lot of stuff when someone close to you, you lose someone close to you, and he was just like, I wanted a song that was the celebration of his life. And so he was just like the embodiment of New York City. He'd always be out to go out to a pool hall until 4 a.m. on a Tuesday night. He knew every cool spot in the East Village. He knew all the cool spots in Brooklyn. He was just, and so a lot of people are like, well, why'd you use the word tramp? And tramp to me just kind of, he was a wanderer, a rambler, always kind of living life day to day, and the word tramp just kind of stuck with me. So.
And what was his name?
Ian.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool to hear about Ian.
Yeah.
All right, and then the next one, Girl on the Run.
Yeah.
This one really, just again, another lingerer in terms of lyrics, sitting around in the notebook, and I kind of wanted to do a little bit of that. It's hard to do acoustically, but a little bit of that Spectre beat sound. So, Girl on the Run. Yeah, it's just
all right, so here's the Midnight Callers live doing some acoustic stuff. Start with New York Tramp. And have us pick up your guitars.
All right. Ready?
And I love the man, it's true. He was the baddest soul this town's ever had, I tell you. See you walking alone in the cold at night, searching for some kind of truth. Tell me why do you have to go so soon? You were rattling, rumbling, shit stuff kicks from here to nowhere. You were beautiful for a moment, we always do. Burn out over, fade away. I heard the wise man strong and say, I never felt these blues. I give it all another shot. Spent with you. He was a New York tramp, and I love the man. That's true. Was the baddest soul this town's ever had, to tell you. See you walking alone in the cold at night, searching for some kind of truth. Tell me why do you have to go so soon? He ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. was in your eyes. No, I can't see you waving goodbye. Well, tell me why'd he have to go so soon? Tell me why'd he have to go so soon? Tell me why so soon?
Yeah. Woo! Yeah.
All right, one more from these guys. The Midnight Callers, Girl on the Run, live in Studio A.
Oh no, you're making me move again. Your words are coming straight out of my mouth. How so did you think about it? Ooh, never doubt it. I don't know why I still try every time. But one more time, you got another thing coming. You're just a girl on the run. Never gonna tell me that you need someone. Hold on, you think you can keep me in? I heard from your friends that you shot me down. So what? Still keeping the good in. Afraid what we're ruining, but I know it could blow up the night. But on one more time, I want you to ring. You got another thing coming. You're just a girl on the run. Never gonna tell me that you need someone. I can't come back from the summer talking about another letdown from you, girl, expecting that you'd bail on me. Oh, please. You got another thing coming. You're just a girl on the run. Never gonna tell me that you need someone. You got another thing coming. We're just a girl on the run. Never gonna tell me that you need someone. You got another thing coming. Just a girl on the run. You got another thing coming, girl.
All right. Midnight Callers, live in Studio A here. Thank you, you guys.
Thank you.
And I just want to remind everybody you're playing tonight at the C Note in Hull.
That's right.
Doors open at 7:30, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, with Girl with a Hawk and Glowbox.
Yeah.
I'll be there, so
Awesome.
don't look at me in the audience because I'll mess you up, I swear.
All right, very nice.